From a kid who tries to use Robux in real life to a kid telling the teacher that Roblox was a country, these are the craziest Roblox kids ever. So in this first story, right, there is a Roblox kid who tells all of his friends that he is taking them out to the mall for a treat. This adventure to the mall will be on him, and it's going to be a big surprise, and it's going to be really cool for all of them. So obviously the subscriber and all of his friends are pretty excited for this because, I don't know, the kid says like there's a big surprise at the mall for all of them. I mean, if I was a kid his age, I'd be pretty excited myself. But anyways, right, so sure enough, the subscriber and all of his friends are excited to see why the Roblox kid has invited them to the mall, and they all tell their parents that the Roblox kid has invited them to the mall, so their parents drive them to the mall and drop them off. They're about like 12 to 13, so they're at the age where their parents are kind of okay with them being away by themselves for a little bit, but definitely not for too long of a time. So anyways, right, sure enough, the Roblox kid comes up to the subscriber and all of his friends and is like, hey guys, like, I want to let you guys know that I've been doing a lot of business, a lot of mogul moves. I'm quite a businessman myself, and I wanted to let you guys know that you see that toy store over there, and they point to like, I don't know, like Toys R Us before they went bankrupt or something like that, some kind of toy store, right? And all the kids are like, yeah. And the Roblox kid is like, you guys can pick any toy in there, and I will pay for it. So first of all, right, the subscriber and all of his friends are immediately super excited. They're immediately super happy because, I mean, they're now able to get whatever toy that they want. This is a pretty good deal. This is pretty cool. But then immediately the subscriber afterwards kind of thinks to himself, this is really cool, but is this like too good to be true cool? Like, this is great and all, but this just feels a little bit too good to be true. But at the end of the day, if someone's offering you a free toy and you're a kid, what are you going to do? Say no? So yeah, sure enough, the subscriber and all of his friends, they all rush into the toy store. They're going around, the subscriber finds something he likes, and they all make it to the front desk. So sure enough, they're all like walking up to the front of the toy store. They all find the Roblox kid, and the Roblox kid is looking so smug. He's looking so full of himself because, you know, he's the generous one today. He's the one who's buying all of them a gift because out of his generosity, he feels like it's time for him to give back, guys. It's time for him to give back. When in reality, he is, you'll see. So sure enough, they all get to the register, and they start ringing it up. And the subscriber watches as like 15 kids ring up toys. And they're not ringing up like a pack of Pokemon cards, which is like $5, which is still $5 is a lot for a pack of cards. They're ringing up like legit $20, $30, $40, $50, $100 toys. Like they find the craziest toys that their parents would never buy them. And if I don't know, man, if the Roblox kid says, hey man, I'm going to buy them, then they're like, okay, dude, then here we go. So sure enough, they all go to the front and they ring up all these toys. The total is like legitimately $1,500. I don't think there's ever been a case at this store that a single person has rung up this much money, this many items. So sure enough, like the guy behind the cash register is kind of looking at them very suspiciously. Because I don't know about you, but I would definitely be suspicious if a bunch of like 12-year-olds came up to the front of a toy shop and rung up $1,500 worth of items. Like, I don't know about you, but I would be at least a little bit suspicious. So yeah, sure enough, right? The cash register, the cashier is like, okay, that's going to be $1,500. And he says it with kind of a confused look because it is $1,500. And he looks at the kids and he's like, okay, so are your parents here to pay for it? And all the kids, including the subscriber, they all turn over and they look at the kid, the Roblox kid, who promised that, he would be paying for all of this. And sure enough, the Roblox kid is like, no, that will be no problem. I will be paying for this. And the cashier kind of looks at the Roblox kid, looking at him like, bro, are you really going to be paying like $1,500? Are you sure? Are you positive that you will be paying $1,500 for these toys? Like, are you 100% certain that you will be paying $1,500? And the kid looks at him. He's like, yep, this will be me. And he goes in and he pulls out a iPad. And on the iPad, he brought his backpack to the store. On his iPad, he has Roblox. And he opens up Roblox. And everyone is so confused right now because they're like, okay, this kid literally just told us that we can have whatever item we wanted. And when he goes to pay, instead of paying, he pulls out his Roblox game. Like, bro, this might not be the time to be playing video games. This might be the time to, I don't know, pay for the thing you said you'd pay for. But sure enough, right, the Roblox kid, what he ends up doing is he pulls up his Roblox account and it says that he has 2,000 Robux. And he goes and shows the cashier and he's like, hey man, so I have 2,000 Robux. Well, this should be more than enough to cover it. And everyone is looking, all the kids are looking at the Roblox kid and they're just assuming, oh, this is a joke, right? Like he doesn't actually expect the cashier to accept Robux as a legal tendency, legal tender. He doesn't actually expect the cashier to accept his Robux to pay for the $1,600 worth of toys, right? And that's when it all made sense to the subscriber. This kid didn't have $1,500. He had 1,500 Robux. And I think the kid must have assumed that there was a one-to-one conversion between this fake virtual currency that you can buy stuff on Roblox on and the actual US dollar. So sure enough, the cashier looks at this kid and kind of just gives him a long look of like, I know you don't know any better, but still, seriously? Like, seriously? So the cashier has to inform this kid that no, he cannot pay with Robux. Sorry to break it to you. Robux is not legal tender and he cannot pay with it. So the kid starts to realize that he cannot pay with his Robux. So he has to turn around and tell everyone that, hey guys, sorry to break it to you, but you got to turn around and put all the stuff you just got back. Yeah, all that stuff you just got out, you got to turn around and put it back. I'm sorry to say, it's almost like that episode of Scott's Tots from The Office. It's that one episode you watch once and you can never watch again. Yeah, so sure enough, he had to tell every kid to walk back and put back the toys. And yeah, for the rest of the 20 minutes before the parents came and picked them up, it was mad silent because everyone was pretty mad at the kid. I think the subscriber wasn't that mad because he realized it was a genuine mistake, but everyone else was pretty mad at this kid, and it was pretty funny. But if you thought that this Roblox kid was crazy, you weren't ready for the next one. So this all started one day in class. So basically, for some reason, there was a discussion going on. And the discussion entailed, I don't even know how this conversation came up. The subscriber doesn't remember how this conversation came up. But basically the question of, is Roblox real or not? And basically, there is a kid in the class who we're going to call the Roblox kid, who's basically arguing with the teacher that Roblox was a country. So yeah, they were talking about countries, and they were going over countries in Europe. And the Roblox kid was convinced that Roblox, the game he played, was based on a real country in Europe. So anyways, they were going on the map and the teacher's like, hey guys, does anyone want to come up to the board and write down 3 countries that you know exist in Europe? So someone would come up and they would write, I don't know, France, Italy, Slovenia, I don't know, something like that. And that's when the Roblox kid went up and was like, I don't know, Italy, Germany, Roblox. So everyone looked at the Roblox kid and kind of gave him a double take of are you sure you meant to write that, bro? Are you positive? When the kid wrote down that Roblox was one of his answers. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but Roblox is not a country. It is, in fact, a name of a video game. But sure enough, the kid was very confident with his answer and kind of walked back down like nothing happened. Half the class looked at the board confused. The other half kind of burst out a little bit into laughter. And the teacher must have had a son who played Roblox. He's like, hey, don't write down funny jokes on the board. This is serious. Write down 3 countries. Erase this and write down a 3rd country if you can. And the Roblox kid legitimately looks at the teacher with this look of confusion, saying, I wrote down 3 countries. And the class laughs again, or at least the part of the class that laughed before. And the teacher's like, that's not funny. Like, Roblox is a video game. It's not a country. Come on now. I have a son who plays it. Don't think you'd be able to pull this a fast one beyond me. And the kid legitimately looks at this guy and is like, I don't know what to say. Roblox is a country. Like, I know it's a video game, but it's based off a real country in Europe. And the teacher is just looking at this kid, and the subscriber is just trying to realize the subscriber at first thought this kid was like pulling a prank on everyone by just how goofy this was. But apparently this kid legitimately believed that Roblox was a real country in Europe. So sure enough, the teacher and the kid have this back and forth that legitimately lasts like 5 minutes of Roblox is not a country, bro. And then the kid's like, dude, Roblox is a country. And then the teacher's like, Roblox is not a country last time I checked. And once again, the kid's like, no, Roblox is a country, and that is final, and that is a fact. And the teacher's like, no, it kind of goes back and forth like this for a while. And this is when the kid starts to get angry. And he starts yelling at the teacher, no, Roblox is a country. And at this point, the teacher's like, don't raise your voice at me. Look, you know what? How about this? If we go on the globe right now, because the teacher had a globe, like, you know, those like real life spinning globes or whatever. The teacher had a globe. So the teacher's like, you know what? All right, let's have a bet. If I go on here and I find that, you know, Roblox is actually on the globe, or if you can find Roblox is actually on the globe, then guess what? You get recess for the rest of class. And the kid's like, okay. And then like, what do you get? And the teacher's like, okay, if we look on this globe and we find that, Roblox is actually not a thing, not an actual country, then guess what? For the rest of class, you need to write up a paper about how you're sorry for wasting the classes and my time. And the kid is like, yeah, okay, get ready to lose, bud. This kid was so confident for some reason. And he goes up to the front of the class. And he goes up to the globe. And he's looking at the globe. And he goes over to Europe. And he's like, I'm pretty sure it's next to France. And he looks next to France. And sure enough, Roblox, the country, does not exist. So he's like, actually, I was just kidding with you guys. Roblox is right next to Germany. And he looks next to Germany. He's like, Roblox is actually a Nordic country. And he goes up to like the Netherlands and Ireland, those places. He says like, actually, Roblox is a island off of, in the UK. It's off of Wales. And he looks over there and sure enough, Roblox is not an island off of Wales. He's like, Roblox is actually in Asia. And he's like, teacher, I totally messed up. So the Roblox kid looks at his teacher and says, teacher, I totally messed up. And the teacher's looking at him with this kind of smug look of, yeah, okay, bro, I know Roblox is not a real country. And the kid's like, so basically Roblox is actually in Asia. I'm sorry. Can I amend my bet? And the teacher's like, sure. Amend your bet to say that Roblox is actually a real country in Asia. Go ahead. So the kid is frantically looking all around Asia, and he doesn't find, he's like, actually, Roblox is a real country in Africa. My fault. The teacher's like, look there as well. And eventually, the Roblox kid, he doesn't say it's a real country in Australia or a real country in Antarctica or something like that, or North America. Eventually, the Roblox kid realizes that he's been wrong the entire time. And the Roblox kid sees that there's 10 minutes left of class. And he's like, I think this globe is outdated. And the teacher's like, nope, look at the date. And sure enough, the globe was bought 2 years ago. So the Roblox kid is starting to be in a stage of denial. He's like, no, you changed this globe last minute so that it wouldn't have Roblox, the country. And so the teacher's like, all right, well, we can use my computer and look up Roblox, the country. We can look up global maps that are updated daily and that I don't control. And if Roblox isn't there, then I win. And at this point, I think the Roblox kid realized that Roblox was not actually a real country, but he was just super stubborn. So he said, you probably just hacked the internet. And the teacher's looking at him. He's like, really? I hacked the internet? And this kid was just looking at the teacher. And this teacher was just looking at the kid, and they were just looking at each other. And the kid literally bursts out crying and runs out of the class.
Click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it. Do it.